All right.
We doing it again?
So I think we should try to break the cycle of doubles.
Oh, you know, it'd be great. Even an odd.
Even
One
an
of
odd,
each.
that's a good idea. And the highest one.
Yeah, if we tie, which we didn't the last time, that definitely didn't happen.
Of course.
Uh-oh.
This is going weird.
That was the one that I did. Oh, we have to go again.
Okay.
Lucky.
There we go.
Okay, total 7. 6 and a
Average.
5. 6 and a 5. Well, I did get odds, but... All right, you go first or you go second?
I think I'm going to go first.
All right. Oh, there definitely wasn't some lost footage.
All right. I'm ready.
All right.
I'm going to Soul Bead Strike for 4.
If it hits,
Gains go again. Yep.
I'm going to pitch Voltic Bolt for 2. And I'm going to block with both Iron Hides and activate them both.
Okay.
So, blocking for 4.
And I'm going to
Crack Scalers? Yeah.
crack Scalers to give it go again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to Soul Bead Strike for 2.
I will take the 2.
All right.
Are you discarding to fetch?
I'm going to Soul Bead Strike for 2.
I'll take the 2.
I'm going to Salt the Wounds for
For 4?
5.
4. It's for how many you've hit, I think.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, so the first one
okay.
doesn't
Yep,
count.
you're right.
But it is still 4. So I will block 3 of it. Or do I block more of it? Not a lot of things I could flip off the top that would be good. So I'm going to block all of it. All right.
Okay. That was an interesting opening hand.
Not bad, though. All right, then we both draw back up.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Okay, we can do things with this. And you have 2 null rune. Okay. Okay. Hang on. Can I do everything this turn? Wait a minute. Okay, we're gonna go big. We're gonna go big money, no whammies. I'm gonna pitch... oh, that's how this works. Okay. Never mind. It's different. I'm going to pitch Voltic Bolt for 3, I think. Is that what I want to do? Yeah, and I'm going to activate Crucible of the Aether Weave. The next card I play with an effect that deals arcane damage this turn deals that much plus 1. And then I'm going to play Reverberate. So it deals 3 arcane damage, so 4, to opposing hero. And if it deals damage, I may banish a wizard non-attack action card from my hand with cost less than or equal to the damage dealt by it, and then play it this turn as though it were an instant.
For free or?
No, I have to pay the cost.
Okay. So wait, this is
And I have 1 remaining.
3. You said
4.
4
Because
okay.
I boosted it.
Right. Okay. And it's arcane, right?
Yep.
Oh, I forgot that you have to pay for that.
Yep.
I'll pitch Whelming Gust Wave to negate 2.
Okay. Now take 2. Alright, so it deals 2, so I can banish some from my hand with something less than or equal to the damage done. So I'm going to pitch Voltic Bolt, which costs 2. So you take 2.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I'm going to pitch Forebolting Bolt for 3. And use 2 to cast Voltic Bolt to deal 5 arcane damage.
Oof. Dang. Okay. I take it.
Alright. Funny part is you still have more health than me right now. Alright. Well, that's my turn. Your go.
This goes
To the bottom.
Okay.
Yep.
I wasn't sure if it was the end of my turn.
No, it's the end of your turn.
Okay.
So if you would pitch to like a 3 cost, you would just lose that resource. Interesting. Interesting. Okay.
I'm going to play a head jab for 3.
Okay. Well, the first thing I'm going to do before blocking is I'm going to crack this talismanic lens.
Ooh, he's opting.
And I'm going to opt too. Okay, okay. Okay. Bottom. Top. Then I'm going to... That is unfortunate. No blocks.
No blocks?
Yep. I will take the 3. Any pump spells? Am I dead? There's the 3 hit. Okay. Just deciding whether you're supposed to be fetching right now.
Yeah.
You have leg tap and card. This just lets you discard a card, right? Or does
That's
it have
correct.
to have a certain kind of thing? Oh, you have to discard a card with cost 0.
Yeah.
Okay. But it doesn't have to have combo in it. Just what you fetch has to have combo in it. Okay.
However, I have another issue. Indeed.
Oh, right.
Oh.
Almost out of equipment.
This should be...
Yeah, that's true. Well, I have 1 pair of boots left. Although, to be fair, you've also used all of your equipment except for your gloves. They just don't kill themselves.
That's right.
Because everyone hates wizards.
Gonna Soul Beat Strike for 3.
You have 1 card in hand. Out of 5. Unless that's a lunging press you're holding and you're going to hit me for 1 more. Then I'll take that before. I actually thought about putting lunging press in my ninja deck, but...
I'm gonna Arsenal it. Oh, I forget.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I should have blocked the Soul Beat Strike then. Oops.
Yep. I forget what the cost of... Was it lunging press?
It's 0.
It's 0?
Yeah, whereas Razor Reflex costs 1.
Okay.
So, I knew you can have a Razor Reflex there, but if we had a lunging press, you could pump it.
I don't remember why I didn't put that in.
It just gives +1. But it does pitch for 3. So, it's close. I didn't end up running it either because I ran Razor Reflex instead.
Okay, I'm going to end my turn.
All right. Well then. That sucks. Okay, well, I'm still going to do the original thing then. I'm going to pitch Aether Flare for 3. And I'm going to activate Crucible of the Aether Weave. So the next card I play this turn with an effect that deals arcane damage deals that +1. And I'm going to play Scalding Rain to deal 5 damage.
A pitch, a head jab. Block 2 of it.
Okay, block 2 of it. So you take the 3. Down to 10. Whoop. Alright. Now I'm going to use the 1 remaining to play Snapback to deal 3 arcane damage to target hero. If I've played another wizard non-attack action card this turn, I can play it as though it were an instant. So, 3 more coming at you. I'm dying at the speed of quick, but I'm also dishing out some hurt on the way out the door. Although, actually, technically, right now, if we take a snapshot at this exact moment before that resolves, I've done exactly as much damage to you as you've done to me.
True, true. If you think about it. I'll take it.
You'll take the 3? Mm-hmm. Aha! I'm ahead. Alright, now I'm going to arsenal a card and draw back up. Yeah, should have blocked with that card last turn. Oops, that may kill me in the end. Well, that's interesting.
Soul Beach Drake for 4.
Okay, response to you casting that. I'm going to pitch Scalding Rain for 3, and I'm going to look at the top card of my deck, and I can banish it and cast it this turn as though it were an instant. If I do that, I'm going to banish Voltic Bolt off the top. Since you have Razor Reflex, that's the real question that we have to ask ourselves right now. Block 3 of it.
Okay.
Take the 1.
So it hits.
Yep.
I will discard a card.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Search for a card.
I think that was the right choice. Maybe I should have just taken the hit.
It's going to be a Rising Knee Thrust.
Okay. Then you have 1 card in hand and
1 in the arsenal.
1 in arsenal, 1 in hand, and a Rising Knee Thrust that's banished that you can play this turn. Okay. And is that the red one? Ooh.
Would I go for any less?
Did I do the wrong thing here? We'll find out. I don't think this cut matters. I feel like I'm living on borrowed time right now.
Okay. I will... It's unfortunate that this isn't the best, most optimal. However, I will pitch a leg tap.
For 2?
For 2.
Yep.
To swing with a blue leg tap. For 2.
Let me see Rising Knee Thrust again. Remind me how this works. Leg tap is the last one this turn. It gains +2, so it doesn't have to hit. It just has to be the last one you played. And then it's going to be 5 damage. And you have 1 resource floating.
1 resource floating.
Well, at least that's good for my brain to know that I could not have killed you this turn. I could have dropped you to 1, but then I would die. 100%. But if I kept that snapback and I cast Voltic Bolt with the Crucible of Aether Weave, that would have done 5, and then that would have done 2, which is exactly 7, but you have 1 floating resource, which could use Arcane Barrier. So I couldn't have killed you. Well, that sucks, though. I'll block 2.
Then comes the Rising Knee Thrust.
Block 3.
So you take
2.
2.
Alright, oh. Break that to take 1 more? Down to 1?
Might as well.
That's fair.
And then use...
You're not going to use the Battle Worn, most likely.
Yeah.
Although it would have been relevant next turn if I could have kept a single card in my hand, but here we are. Alright.
You've got no resource, right?
Yep, I have no resource floating, no cards in hand.
So-
1 card in the arsenal.
Kendachi.
Oh, you can Kadachi, because the Kadachi won't have go again, but you can still Kadachi. Okay. Well, then I suppose I could have killed you in response to this, but I would have been dead before then, so it doesn't really matter. So
Yeah.
you would have just paid for the Arcane Barrier, and then I died a Rising Knee Thrust. Yep. Yep. I did actually have one of my only 2 attack actions in my yard, but it cost 2, so...
Yep.
Yep, that was a really, really good flip off Kano, but not good enough. Oh, that would have been even worse.
I still feel like that was close.
Yeah, I mean, that is Kano. I mean, like I said, I could have dropped you to 1 and died, which would have looked closer than this, but I played to my outs, which was giving me 1 more turn, and then you stabbed me, and that didn't matter.
Yep.
Which I guess I should have seen that coming, but...
Alright.
If I blocked nothing, was there any way that I could have killed you this turn? Pitch 3, no resources floating. So I have 2 resources here, but that's not enough. I have to pitch the snapback, so I couldn't have double snapbacked you. Yeah, so there's no way I could have killed you this turn, but I could have dropped you to 1. Which is still impressive for Pauper Kano. Snapback's a good card.
So, although...
Because, technically speaking, so this says if I've played another wizard non-attack action card this turn, I can play this as though it were an instant. So I can't gain an action point on your turn. But if I banish this off of Kano, I can play this as if it were an instant. But it's still technically a wizard action. So, it does allow me to play Snapback following it.
Okay, because even though it's not using an action...
Even though
it
I'm
still
using it
counts
as an
action.
instant, it's still a non-attack action.
Okay,
So
right.
the plan, I could Voltic Bolt you and use... I could pitch this for 3, Crucible, Voltic Bolt, that deals 5, and then pitch this to Snapback
Okay.
for another 2. Because
That's
then I can
interesting.
play as an instant. That's the big thing that makes the Pauper Wizard actually decent, is Snapback. Because Snapback does what the rares do. It's essentially like, I lose all the wizard rares that let me cast things as though they were instants,
Right.
but Snapback does it itself, so it still kind of works.
So although this is like kind of broken combos, like broken not in a good way,
Yeah, yeah.
I went for optimization for like cost. So everything is very cheap, so I
Yeah.
can play...
So you can
And
just do
pretty
things
much
like
that.
this and swing a billion times, which you did last time too with the Soul Beat too.
Yep,
Not
that was
bad.
the first turn. That was a...
And then naturally I have Lead Charge to also give me more. This gives me more actions, this gives me more actions, so I can do multiple things a turn.
Of course. I also have...
And I have way more blue cards than anything else for that exact reason.
You didn't see it, but I do have Razor's Reflex and Brandish.
Oh
in
yeah,
this
I
deck.
assumed you had Razor's Reflex.
Yeah.
Because that's why some of those times I was like, well, I can't not block this. Because like if I don't block Soul Beat Strike, at that point you have multiple cards in your hand. So if you have Razor Reflex and I don't block it, I'm dead.
Yep.
Because I mean, like, I do have Fate Foreseen in the deck, but like I didn't have it. So
Yep.
I know that I don't have any way to block off the defense reaction, so...
I think if I hadn't brought these in...
Oh, you'd be dead.
Yes,
Oh,
I would be
absolutely. But that's the problem with Kano, is that you have those 11 equipment slots, so you might as well have no room.
Yep.
But,
Alright.
yeah. He does better than I thought.
Bringing back my winning streak.